Yes, and welcome to a very foggy late autumn morning at Tautoro District. Thought it was about time I gave you a bit of an update on what's been happening on the farm, and there has been a lot happening. It's probably been I think it's been about an entire day, game day, since I did my last video. But thanks, firstly, a couple of days ago I did a decent sized stream, and thanks to everybody that came along and checked that out. It was a heck of a lot of fun. Thanks to both Sam and Dan who stayed on for the entire stream. And we also had a guest appearance by the man himself, Smith97, who developed this map. So it was really good to have him in the chat and having a bit of a tongue wag to everybody. So anyway, let's check out what's going on, give you an update. Firstly, we have harvested all our wheat. $142,000 in the tank. $142,000 litres in the tank. We've harvested all our barley. I did sell 30,000 litres, or no, 47,000 litres of it. We had a higher demand, so I took advantage of that. All our canola has been harvested, 101,000 in the tank, in the silos I should say, and 74,000 soybeans. So we're just going to hold off and wait till we get some good prices before we sell that, unless we desperately need it. Now, we haven't harvested corn, and that's one thing I will be doing later on in this episode. But yeah, look at it, it's very foggy and it makes it a little bit hard to see things. But anyway, I went and baled up all the farms that had barley and wheat in them, and here's the result here, part of the result I should say. We're just going to keep these straw bales here up in the main farm just for safekeeping. And as you can see, all the fields have been nicely harvested there. If we just go down to our dairy farm, here we are here. I've got the mower on because I'm going to do a bit of mowing soon. Just jump over the fences. The cows look pretty happy. Got a nice pile of manure going on there, by the way, which we can take advantage of to fertilise our fields. But here we are down in the dairy farm, and I don't know why I got out there, but what we're going to do is, what I want to do by the end of today is actually mow all this grass over here in these 4 or 5 fields, because I need to create some more silage. And when winter comes along at the end of this day, I'm not going to be able to do that. All that grass will disappear. So here goes our other straw storage just down here in this little concrete bunker here. We've got a bit of hay here, a bit of hay up in the other shed, so the animals will have more than enough to get through the winter months. But yeah, the only thing really left to do now is, if we get into our map again, you can see all these fields have been harvested, which we did the other day. Really good fun, and it's just the corn that needs to be harvested now. So let's go and grab our harvester. Here it is here. It's in the field that we just finished harvesting. Right here, this was canola down in here. And what I'll do, guys, is I'll just shoot down to the shop. We need to buy a corn header, which we don't have. So I'll meet you guys down there in a second. Alright, we've arrived at the shop. Let's just jump in here and... Oh, hold on. Let's get this right. Here we go. Alright, headers. Now, we need a corn header for our... Now what... Oh, hold on, I completely forgotten what's the name of our tractor again? Activa, that's right. Activa 7347, that's right. Got to get that right. You don't want to buy a header and find out it doesn't actually work. This looks good. No, that's not it. No, that's it, 7347, 34,000. Let's just buy it because we're going to need it anyway. So, bang, buy it, 34,000. So, as you can see, I've got a bit of income in the bank, 47,000. Was 80 before I bought that thing, and that's been as a result of selling that barley, which I did. Also selling all the straw bales, which was a really good injection of cash. 12,000 for every trailer load, and I think we ended up selling about 5 trailer loads. Also, again, a nice store of milk from the cow, so every now and then I sell those. There we go, we have our corn header attached. And so yeah, I've managed to be able to just keep that income ticking over, keeping us in the green. But as you do recall, while I'm saying I'm in the green or in the black, if you're talking proper accountancy terms, I'm actually way behind. At least I'll just quickly show you that while I'm thinking about it. If you look at our income here, we still have a $280,000 loan. Remember, we bought all their equipment last time. Anyway, I'll mosey on up to the top fields to harvest our corn, so I'll meet you guys up there. Catch you in a sec. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching our cornfield up the top. The first of our 3 cornfields that need to be harvested. We're right in the middle of it. Let's unfold the header right here. There's a decent width on this header, which will definitely help getting this done quite quickly, and we'll turn it on. There we go. We'll just zoom back a bit here, and let's see. It's not working, and the reason is, have I got it turned on? What have I done? Let's have a look. Lift header. Turn on harvester. Will help. You've got to turn it on, apparently. It's a trick for young players there. So yeah, very foggy late autumn. And we are churning up the corn. So 3 fields to harvest, and that will be all the harvesting done. And if we just think about some of the other jobs that we need to get done as a priority, as I mentioned before, I need to get some mowing done, and I'm going to convert most of that into silage, go take it up to the biogas plant. We still have that 200,000 odd litres of silage just sitting up there in the biogas plant waiting to be sold, but there's no harm in adding another pile of it. Just gives us quick access to cash if we need it. And I do want to start smashing down that bank loan, getting rid of that. So that's definitely a priority, because the grass will die. As soon as winter comes along, your grass is gone. So once again, I'm just going to do the header, the headland around here, by the way, and then let the worker take over. The other jobs that are nice to do's but not a priority is fertilising all the fields that I've just harvested, because I do need to fertilise them 3 times. And it would be good to get one fertilised before I do the cultivating stage. Now I could cultivate and sow at the same time, but I won't be able to do that until obviously the germination temperature is high enough. So when we're back in spring, depending on the crop. So what I'll probably look to do is just do a straight out cultivating stage, and that will just give me an opportunity to do the fertilising stage straight away. So, because what I really want to do is get as much fertilising done as I can before the crops start growing, because once you get crops that grow past the first stage, it does become quite difficult to see where you fertilise. So I like to get that done nice and early. Now, one thing that was brought up on the stream the other day was, what am I going to do once the first season has rolled around? Well, we're still only really what I mean by first year of seasons. So we've just got 3 more days left, and that's the winter months. And what I will do during the winter months, I'm going to do some forestry. It's something I haven't done a lot of at all. So I can get up on that hill, and had a few tips from people around the best equipment to use. So we'll get that in action, and from what I understand, it's a really good income generator also. So we'll look to get into some forestry during the winter months. We can expect to see a bit of snow, and in fact it's forecast for tomorrow. And that will really limit some of the things we can do around the farm, but from what I understand, forestry is completely fine all year round. This is going well, by the way. Almost completed a full round, and it's 56% full, the combine, so that's all good. So yeah, we'll get some forestry done. And then once I've done a full year, so got right to the end of the winter months, and then there's a decision to be made. One of the questions that I got the other day was, would I consider transferring this into multiplayer? And that is something I've been thinking about. So perhaps what I might do is at the end of the winter month, finish the YouTube series of videos, on my individual YouTube series on Tautoro District, and look to then start a multiplayer series. So if you have Farming Simulator 17 and you have access to Discord, I think you let me know, and if we can get a team of maybe 3 or 4 people, maybe 2 or 3 people really, 2 or 3 people who'd be keen to be involved with some multiplayer videos, then let me know, and that would be kind of cool. Do something a little bit different, get a multiplayer series going. I think that'd be a good way to sort of keep Tautoro District alive. And then what I'll do for an individual series is perhaps look to start up a new map, a new individual map, a single player map is what I mean. So let me know, is there any maps out there, any new maps particularly, that you think would be good to do? And second thing is, let me know if you're keen to be involved with multiplayer. It should be a lot of fun actually. So here we are. We're I don't know why I've come down and done the second strip down here. I really only needed to do the ends. In fact, I've had an absolute shocker. I only needed the top end by the fence is the key one that I needed to do. But anyway, we might as well keep this going. But yeah, we're getting a decent yield, it looks like, from this, from these cornfields. What I'll do is let's just stop it there. Go back up the top there is where we actually need to get the headland sorted, because there's enough room down the bottom here for the worker to turn around, but up the top they do not like fences. So yeah, multiplayer should be something a little bit different, and also doing, but before then I've still got a few episodes to do to cover off this first year of seasons, and particularly some forestry. That's going to be a lot of fun, so we'll get into it, hopefully make quite a lot of money. And you know, the bank manager, he has been all over me saying, when am I going to pay back this loan? 280,000. It's not something I usually do, in fact, but seasons have sort of forced it upon me. So you just don't have the cash flow. When you play the vanilla version of Farming Sim, obviously you can sort of pretty much turn around a harvest in one day, one game day that is, so you constantly got money coming in. Now obviously there are other ways to create income, but obviously what am I doing here, Mace? Well, hold on. Pipe out is what we'll do. Now I'll go and grab my truck. We'll empty out this this harvester. Be right back. Yeah, this truck and tipper unit has been a really good purchase. 47,000 litres I can fit in this rather large tipper, and this truck has got more than enough grunt to pull most things around. You may notice there's no traffic on the road. I disabled it because it was an absolute pain. The drivers around here, they had no idea what they were doing, so I got rid of them as we move into our dairy farm here and up to the top fields. But yeah, this tractor unit, this truck and trailer combination has been absolutely outstanding and really helped when I was harvesting those other fields, just not having to make so many trips back to the silo, and then particularly way up the top here. And this is the real reason I upgraded my tipper, was for when I was harvesting this corn. It can take quite a number of loads before I have to go back and tip it into our silos, our extended silos, mind you, remembering that we extended the capacity of those up to 200,000, which has also been really handy. It just meant we haven't been forced to sell our grain at a lower price. But here we go, we're approaching the tractor up here. The harvester, why I keep saying tractor. And let's just zoom in under here. Beautiful. Get a bit lost, those corn have definitely grown up nicely. But yeah guys, it's all ticking along very, very nicely. And I'm looking forward to getting some high prices, particularly through the winter. If you looked at those graphs I showed you last time, those prices really shoot up during the winter, so hopefully we get some really top prices for our grain. But anyway guys, I think I'll just leave it there. That's what's happening in the farm. We'll keep ticking along in the background offline, get a few things done, and then when I come back I'll either be into winter and doing some forestry, or I might be just finishing off the end of autumn. But hey, as always, thanks very much for watching. Make sure you smash the like button down below. If you're new, subscribe, why not? It costs nothing at all, except a little bit of self-respect. And as always, till next time, take it easy.